Mike, Yuriko too.
Hi everyone. So, like Mike said, I'm going to do some poetry as a nice intermission between some music. The first one, I'm going to pretend I can do a cover, but because this is a song by Arm's Length called Morning Person, but I think it lends itself nicely to a poem as well. First things first, you'll wake to the morning birds. They're making me anxious, chirping away. They know I'm ashamed because I'm still awake. Do I sleep enough? Well, I can't get enough of this stuff. It only seems fitting that the only way to put me at ease is so tough to achieve. You told me, bad people don't think they're bad. They wouldn't care if they could. But shouldn't good people be certain they're good? I know I'm overthinking this, but fuck, maybe I should. Put my flaws into focus. It was then I understood. I didn't lose my faith. No, I've always been this way. There's proof that I'm living, that I exist. But I don't believe in myself just to play devil's advocate. Yet you wish I was naive so I could take you seriously. When you're constantly talking sweet, I don't trust a word, but I don't even care, 'cause none of them hurt. When you cut to my core, you figure I'd be warm. You come to terms that I'm devoid of what you came for. You are not consistent. No, nothing of the sort. When you've been ice and steam and water, I've loved every form. And when the light pollution eats the stars you like best, then I will map new constellations with your freckles and specks. I had a soft spot for you in a place I knew you'd check. Just make sure when you do the damage that it's permanent. You are not my blood, just some conjured kindred spirit. I manifest that you are my friend, but you are not superstitious. And now your name is a rumor or an ancient legend being passed down through generations until it's lost its whole message. I was a morning person till you spent the days sleeping. Days and nights behind blinds was all the change we needed. I said I'd die for you, and now I'm sure I will. One day I may pass in any way. I'm killed. You told me bad people don't know they're bad. They wouldn't care if they could. But shouldn't good people be certain that they're good? I know I'm overthinking this, but fuck, maybe I should. Put my flaws into focus. It was then that I understood. So these next ones are mine. This one is called Seeds. I didn't mean for it to be like a Mother's Day poem, but I guess it kind of is. And my mother is here today.
Yeah.
I had children before I trusted myself to raise them. I had children before I trusted myself to raise me. But once I had my children, I could raise them and they could raise me. But the thing about raising each other, it's not some sad, sad story. It wasn't some trauma dump from one generation to another. It's a growing together. Seeds that were planted next to each other. Seeds that came from a flower only slightly older. Yet that flower was not towards the end of its lifetime. That flower still had multiple lifetimes yet to live. That flower, those seeds, entwined. Entwining and growing, creating a network of roots, sinking with each other, sinking into each other, sinking into the oceans of depths, reaching into a depth and finding our own. We were not too young. We were not too old. We were in the middle of a lifetime that we didn't know how many we would grow. Raising the seeds when I was not far from my own, and to grow is to change. They got to see and be the seeds of change, and being the seeds of change, you realize you are those seeds of change. and you are not too young to start. So while I had my children before I trusted myself to raise them and myself, I am trusting myself and them to raise each other. And aren't we all meant to raise each other? To stand on the shoulders of giants that came before us, that have done the work, tended the garden, placed the compost, pieces of the generations prior to those generations that are able to set the ground to raise the seeds. The seeds, our ambitions, our dreams. How can we raise any of these unless we grow side by side? Our seeds are being tended. We toil to help them grow, to help us grow. And what greater joy than to grow alongside the seeds that will remain past our lifetime. I have two more. This one is called Streaks of Silver. I'm sorry, Mom, if I make you blush on this one.
Oh, nice.
I've looked up to her since the moment she came into view. Streaks of silver lining her hair color du jour, the wrinkles of her face, laugh lines, intensity lines, passion lines, riverbeds of the tears she's cried and the pain she has wailed. Her eyes, they flash. Is it joy? Is it mischief? Why choose? We know it's both. Lined with the marks of the crows she has seduced. She swears, not too much, but just enough. Her favorite word is cunt. Loves how it feels in her mouth, but more so how it makes you stiffen. A smile curls around her lips, one which was kissed the devil and sung songs with children. Lips that have eaten the most succulent fruit and tasted the blood and sweat of this human life. She conjures potions with witches, gives tea to her friends and perfect strangers, sometimes with a shot of whiskey. Her hands are sealed with calluses and grace. You can see the strength they endure and the faces they caress. Her hips undulate with the lyrical notes playing on the speakers of the club and the subwoofer of her heart. They entice lovers, release trauma, all with a healthy dose of humor. Her legs, strong as a horse with an ass to match, able to carry her most loved ones, yet buck off societal confinements. Grounded with feet that dig into the soil and run with a ferocity to leave something behind, yet towards her innermost peaks. But what I notice first is her soul, one of intensity and levity, a wild rush of calm and extreme of balances. She came into view, and although I created her, she herself breathed life into me. So this one is called a list poem, and it's just listing a couple of things, or a bunch of things, I guess, because I got carried away. But this will be my last one, and it's called How I Know I'm Coming Home. Number 1, I sleep at 10:30 p.m. Number 2, I drink more tea than coffee. Number 3, I ask questions out of curiosity. Number 4, not because I have something to prove. Number 5, I wake to see the sunrise, to solely exist in the world. Number 6, I run because it feels good. Swimming is meditation. Biking, freedom. Number 9, my side table is a full library that Alexandria would envy. Number 10, I promise I'll get through those books. Number 11, I know I won't. Number 12, I'm okay with that. 13, I hug people tightly without abandon. And my smile's wattage could power a whole city. Number 15, I sing songs and actually think I sound good. 16, I don't, but I still sing louder and more confidently. 17, I make jokes. 18, always at the wrong time. 19, they're usually not funny. 20, I'm the only one dissolving into giggles. 21, I laugh when I make a mistake. Then I make it again because I'm laughing. 23. I don't wear a watch and I'm continually late because I met someone. 24. I look for someone to talk to when I don't have the time. 25. I do what feels good. I don't police my thoughts. 27. I tell people I love them, even when it's awkward, especially when it's awkward. 30. I probably should filter my words more. I know that I won't. 32. I have a mini golf face. I'm not very good at poker. 33. I don't even try to be. 34. There are fewer rules than people say. 35. I dance while walking to work. I dance while I run. While I work, while cooking, while cleaning. Number 40. I dance, I dance, I dance.